There I was. I had four tense and temperamental hedge fund managers looking over my shoulders as I was working on my software program, which was going to move tens of millions of dollars from cash to stocks and commodities. If I made any mistake, it would certainly cost me my job. So I placed the trades, sweating bullets as I awaited the results to come in. The results did come in a few minutes. The status bar turned green, indicating that things went exactly as I had planned. There were screams of relief, and we had a party at the end of the day to celebrate, which went into the wee hours of the night, which was a rowdy and raucous party in true Wall Street style. That was a typical day for me back in the late 90s at the height of the internet bubble, and I was in the thick of it. But one day, as I sat down at my desk and looked at all the transactions of money flowing in and out, I felt a sense of emptiness. It seemed like this was just some silly video game that was happening on my screen. And also, I had always struggled with prioritizing. As the Journal of Consumer Research, which did multiple experiments, concluded, people tended to focus on unimportant stuff over important stuff only because the unimportant stuff had some level of urgency attached to it. I certainly suffered from this. I could not separate the urgent stuff from the really important stuff. So I had to step back and widen my perspective beyond my job into what is important for my family, my health, my community interests. When I took this wider perspective, it helped me narrow down my focus into what my priorities were. So I prioritized career fulfillment. I decided to apply to business school, apply to some of the top universities in the US, expecting to get into some of them. Not only did I not get into some of them, I could not get into any of them. It was complete failure like I had never experienced before. My morale was at an all time low. I turned to a friend who counseled perseverance. So I did that. I regrouped, I waited a whole year, applied again, and this time I had a breakthrough. I got into one of the great universities in the US, and to me, this encapsulated what George Moore, who was a US member of Congress, said. He said, a winner is basically a loser who tried one more time, so never give up. I get into business school, tremendous atmosphere, learned a lot, but as I was going to graduate, my struggles re-emerged. This time I could not land a job. I attended so many campus interviews, just could not get one of them. So I had to branch out, reach out to the alumni network, my friends. Very few emails and phone calls were returned, but I stuck with it. I was patient and was finally rewarded with a dream job out in Silicon Valley. For me, this highlighted another important thing that you got to be patient for the results to come in. As Aristotle very said very well, patience is bitter, but the fruits are sweet. So this whole journey for me highlighted the importance of what I call the three P's. You got to prioritize, you got to persevere, and you got to be patient. And we got to try and train our mind along these lines. So let me finish with something you can take away and integrate into your daily lives. As Henrik Edberg, who is a prolific blogger, says, to sharpen your focus, you could use the following technique, which is to say in your mind that you are doing something. That something could be eating, walking, playing with your kids. Say to yourself that I am eating now. Say to yourself that I am walking now silently in your mind. It helps you sharpen your focus, stay in the moment, and build that focus muscle. Try this out. It really helped me, and I'm sure it'll help you as well. Thank you.